Welcome! I am Judy Watkins of Watkins Tutoring. I will be helping you get ready to tutor students online using the Barton reading and spelling system as well as the tutoring boards which you have purchased from Watkins Tutoring. First, I will review the system requirements for the programs you will need to use. Since you have seen these requirements previously, this should be a review. For uvu, you need a Pentium 4 1 GHz processor with 256 megabytes of RAM and 20 megabytes of hard disk drive. You will need a webcam and a headset, which can be the built-in microphone and speakers of your computer. You will need a broadband internet connection, and you will need to have either Microsoft Windows XP, Vista, or 7, or a Macintosh. For MikaGo, you will also need the Windows operating system or a Mac. While MikaGo will work with Linux, uvu will not. For optimal performance, the minimum system requirements for MikaGo are Pentium 500 MHz CPU and 128 megabytes of RAM. Your student will need a computer with similar requirements, plus a headset and webcam. You will need to have PowerPoint, and I recommend Office 7 or newer for compatibility. The first step is to download uvu. Go to uvu.com and click on the free download button. You will need to save the file and open it up. Once you have, it will walk you through setting up your whole account. Make sure that you use an appropriate business name or use your own name so it is easy for your students to recognize your contact information. Obtain your student or parent's email address to send an invitation to join you on uvu. The parent or student will need to download uvu and set up their own account. Make sure the parent and student know they only need the free version of uvu. That is all you will need also. uvu will then provide you with visual and audio interface during your tutoring session. Next, go to mikago.com to download their free tool for conferencing. You also can just do the sessions that are here. Notice where it says Start Session or Join Session. This is the same page that you will be sending your students to. If you use the same identification as you use on uvu, it will be less confusing for the student. Your student will not need to download, but can just join your session when you send them a session ID code. If you have not used the level the student is using for a long time, you will want to review the training video which came with your Barton reading and spelling system. Make sure you have anything listed for the lesson other than the tiles. The tiles and the student pages will all be available when you upload the needed level from the flash drive purchased with Watkins Tutoring with your tutoring boards. Do not use the flash drive to run the lesson. It needs to remain available as a backup in case you have a program become corrupted or have computer issues. Have your Barton tutoring manual ready so you have a scripted lesson. If your computer has been running for a while, it is suggested that you reboot your system before beginning a lesson. Once you're ready to start, sign in to uvu and start a session in MikaGo using the desk icons for both systems. You can see the desk icons are open over here. Open your tutoring lesson board and make sure the PowerPoint is so it would look like this, and you still have room over here for your other programs that are running. You will call your student on the uvu video call, and you will start your MikaGo session. Once your session has started, get the copy and paste session information and open the chat box to your student. Copy and paste it into the chat box, send it to your student, and then they can go to Mikago and log in and put the session ID on the page where they will be logging in. You can now minimize the chat box for later and change the view on your uvu to the sidebar so the pictures are over on the side. Once your student has logged in, you can go to the control and share the desktop control with the student. You can then minimize the Mikago. When you have finished the tutoring session, close Mikago to end the session. Say yes. Thank the student for their hard work. Make sure your next session is scheduled and the student has a reminder, perhaps on a cell phone or on an automated reminder set to email the student or parents, since people with dyslexia often have a hard time remembering when items are scheduled. Hang up the uvu session and close your chat box. Close the PowerPoint lesson and make sure you do not save the changes, so the lesson is still set at the beginning defaults. Make notes from your tutoring session on your student reporting sheet concerning any issues the student is having or any areas of progress, so you can fine-tune the next lesson as needed. There are frequently asked questions and troubleshooting suggestions on the tutor page for Watkins Tutoring. Thank you, and feel free to contact me with any questions you have.